Today I believe the weatherman has ordered up clear skies. We'll see if the clouds acquiesce. Who knows? With the clear weather, we're going to go ahead and try to get the rest of this back wall finished up. Get all the rot taken out, replace the wood, put the new wallboard on, T111 on, get rid of the window and the door, and put the new window in. That's basically all of the subtraction phase, taking out all the nasty stuff. It's all on the ground here. I'm going to clean that up, move out the scaffold so we can get all those rotten boards that we just removed put back with not rotten wood. I don't particularly enjoy stepping on nails. There's a lot of little bits upside down with nails up underneath all of the junk that fell. Clean that up so I'm not going to the hospital. I think I'm current on my Tetris shots. I just don't want to chance it. So this is what happens when you don't clean your gutters out. You end up with some pretty bad damage. We were very, very blessed, however, because the stringers are all okay all the way across, and there's only one spot in here to about here where the actual base plate on the interior wall is rotten. So this stud moves, but it's just a little section, so we can get that replaced, replace the outside band at this seam, and everything else is okay. Definitely blessed with the amount of damage that there's not. It could have been way worse, and I've seen way worse. I've actually had to jack the house up way up in the air and replace everything on more than one occasion. That looks good. Let me show you. So this is the subfloor in the house. It's in great shape. These are the stringers, also in great shape. Cool, so now I just need to start putting stuff back. There you go. Okay. All right. Hang on, let me get it set in place and nailed down, and then we can use a bigger hammer. Yeah, it's there. Go ahead. Yeah, there it is. That's good and tight. So that's the outside band board, the subfloor, and the bottom of the wall, the stringer on the bottom. Upon further inspection, I think it would be a really good idea to go ahead and just scab in the bottom portion of this 2x4 and that 2x4 where it's just a little bit weak on the bottom.
I don't want to hit the concrete right there.
It's an old blade. I wouldn't be freaked out if it does happen.
So now we put this in here, which is a little tight, just the way it should be. Then we'll scab this in right next to it and nail it all up.
So that is all of the, so that's all the outside. I've put the faceplate on, gotten it to the correct depth so it matches all the way down the house. The next thing is that goofy little piece that goes up on the top of the faceplate before the T111 goes on. Obviously it's not something that's standard. I'm gonna have to spend some time on the table saw and fabricate it out of some treated wood so that I can match what's already on the house. I went to turn my camera off, my GoPro that I used to film this. I'm on my phone now, and look what I found on the top. It's guarding the button. I gotta push the button. Move. The sun came out. I hate that. It isn't absolutely perfect compared to the other one, but I think the original was probably cut with a router and a router table. So for just having the table saw, I think it's pretty daggone close to the other stuff. Go ahead and put it on here and get the T111 on. So that is the trim piece put in all the way across, and it matches decently well with the other side. I just got to get some moss or something to grow on it so that the color is the same. But no, I'm kidding. We're going to pressure wash and paint all of it. You probably won't even be able to tell the difference. I obviously don't have enough full pieces of the old T111 to go all the way across the back. So I'm having to take the pieces that are there and sort of puzzle piece it all back together to make it a solid surface. One of the problems with this is, though, I don't want any butt joints where it's just two pieces flat together. It has to have the overlap. So I'm actually just going to be ripping down some of the old stuff and using my dado stack and creating the rabbet in the back so that it can actually overlap like it's supposed to, so that it actually completely seals. A little bit more time consuming and tedious, but you know, it needs to be right. So that's what we're doing now. So now we have the tongue on one side and the groove on the other. And then I just have to go through and finish it up a little bit. The old board has a bit of a bow, so when I was putting it on the table, didn't quite get it full depth. So just a little planer, works good. I think that looks pretty good. All I have left to do is put it in the window, and this side of the house will be waterproof again. Well, there we go. I think that looks pretty daggone good, especially just for being a bunch of pieces that I bodged together. So of course we still need to do the trim around the windows. I need to replace the under eave, get all that put back together, replace the little section of damage on the actual roof sheathing, replace that when we do that section of roof.